It smells like you are about to trade your life for 5 seconds of pleasure. This screams red flag. It smells like your bed sheets after your one night stand left. Hi bestie! Today we're going to discuss something that is very special to me. It is mysterious, magical, and honestly otherworldly. And I'm talking about the craft of perfumery. We are going to have a look at my perfume collection, parts of it, and I'm going to assign different scents to different zodiac signs. And I'm going to warn you, some of these are very, very intense. We're going to smell today popcorn, gunpowder, cellophane, and also animalistic notes, and a bunch of other things that are a little bit more appropriate. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. At first, I wanted to start with something light, like freshy, fruity tea or floral scents, but I think we're just gonna get right into it, and we're gonna start with the niche perfume because why not? I really want to introduce you to my collection and to kind of inspire you to get a little bit more interested in different scents. So we're gonna start with Naked Laundry by Born to Stand Out. This is a very niche brand, and essentially they are creating scents that are reimagined from what we expect a scent to be. So this is a really interesting composition which reimagines, disturbs, if you will, a very usual cleanly scent. So if we think about Bubble Bath by Mason Margiela or Fleur d'Orange by Serge Lutens, this is completely different from what you might expect a cleanly scent to be. Let's spray it. It smells like your bed sheets after your one night stand left. This is exactly how it smells. It is from their seductive collection, I think, Naked Laundry. So the scent is supposed to be seductive, and let me tell you, it really smells like your next mistake. Oh no, actually, I'm sorry, the mistake has already happened and you were just lying on the bed sheets and contemplating that. I will say that it's not for everyone, and definitely it's not a scent to wear at work because it really smells like dirty laundry. Like you are a dirty girl. You are a dirty girl, you are waking up, you had a fun night yesterday, and this is how it smells like. Some other notes include scathol, which is described as animalistic note. I'm just gonna leave it at that, but animalistic notes, they are kind of like aphrodisiacs. What they are essentially is very disgusting. I'm not going to discuss this in this video, but they do give this like aphrodisiac, this seductive undertone to a perfume. Ambrinol, which is just described as a weird note, okay? Mandarin, mimosa, honey, caramel, and milk, a bunch of other stuff as well. I definitely feel milk and honey, a little bit of caramel as well. Let's read some reviews. You started the evening by going out with your friends by the beach, still laved up in sunscreen. As the sun set and the night went on, you went to progressively dirtier and boozier bars and kissed a foreign man whose language you barely spoke, but will fondly think about every now and then for years to come. To try and prevent the distinct night out smell, you kept reapplying a sweet body mist, but it still added to the feeling even more. Finally, you stumbled back to your room, knowing that the crispy white bedding will now have smeared makeup on it and bear the signs of a memory made. As you wake up, sun shining in your face through the windows, you smell Naked Laundry. That being said, I think I'm assigning this perfume to a dirty gal out there, Gemini, and potentially also to Scorpio. I want to say Sagittarius, but we have a bunch of other things that I can assign to Sagittarius. So Scorpio and Gemini. Next, we are going to discuss Something and the Sea by Francesca Bianchi. I recently discovered this perfume and it is so crazy seductive. I was out of my mind. So, it smells like a mermaid is about to seduce you and drag you to the depths of the ocean. It smells like you are about to trade your life for 5 seconds of pleasure. When you spray it, you feel the pineapple explosion, and then it becomes kind of ambery. Very, very interesting. It's like you are really on the seaside. I also feel a little bit of sea salt. It reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean, the one with the mermaids. I really like that one. I know a lot of people only like 3 parts, Pirates of the Caribbean, but I like the 4th one as well. The 5th one is horrible, but the 4th one, I love it. Some of the notes include ambergris, which is a byproduct of certain liquids from the whale, and civet, which is a byproduct of certain liquids from civet cats. Civet cats, am I pronouncing it right? We also have iris vanilla. I can definitely feel vanilla. Mimosa, sandalwood, myrrh, labdanum, and rose. Reviews. This smells like you take a tropical cocktail and somehow blend it with butter and inject it into your nose. It smells like an alien recreation of an earthly scent. That being said, I think I'm going to assign this controversial perfume to Pisces because it really reminds me of A Mermaid's Tale and the sea. I'm also thinking this could be a really good perfume for Taurus. I know it is a little bit intense, but also it feels kind of luxurious. It is unique and luxurious, and this is how I see Taurus. Next, we're gonna discuss Pamela Oolong by Danam. I think this is a really, really nice scent. It smells like tea, and it really speaks to its name, Pamela Oolong. This is an amazing everyday scent. You can wear it everywhere, and it really reminds me of a tea shop. There is an amazing tea shop in Covent Gardens called Mariage de Frère, I think, or Mariage Frère. Basically, tea shop in Covent Garden, and every time I enter there, it just feels like a different kind of environment. I feel this adventurous spirit in me, and I really like to smell different teas and just see which one I like the most. Definitely for every day. Honestly, you can even wear it for date night. Like, it is very light. It is very light, very sheer on the skin. With this one, I think you really need to top it up, but it is an amazing scent. I really recommend it. When I first smelled it, I was like, this is like falling in love. The notes include porcelain, oolong tea, Pamela, Asmanthus, white musk. I think this is very interesting composition. Also the note of porcelain, like how do you like put it in a bottle like this? Like, this is amazing. I also have another scent from this brand, and it really smells like silk, and one of the notes is actually silk. Also about this brand, they are creating collections which are heavily inspired by Asia. So they have Vietnam collection, Japan, and also China collection. I think this is from China collection, if I'm not wrong. And this is amazing. Like, their scents that are very lightweight and very, very affordable as well. I think this was £100, £130 for the scent like this. It is amazing. It is very interesting. The only thing I'll say is that when you open it, it's not really nice. Like, the sound, it's so annoying. It's like when you are writing something on the board with a piece of chalk. I hate it. But the rest of it is amazing. I'm gonna assign this scent to Virgo just because it's just so perfect, so preppy. And I'm also thinking this will suit Libra a lot just because I feel like this scent is very, very balanced, and this is how I see Libras. And next, we are going to discuss L'Animal, the animal, or as I call it, the beast, by Born to Stand Out. And it is the beast, really, the monster, because if you spray it more than once, it really becomes a biological weapon. This scent is very, very intense. It is also from Born to Stand Out Seductive Collection, so it is very heavy in animalistic notes, and you can kind of tell. And when I say do not spray it more than once, I really mean it. Like, I forbid you to spray it more than once. And also spray it on your skin. Do not spray it on your clothing because it will stay for a week. Like, you will not be able to get rid of it. This scent, this beastly scent, will be following you around like crazy. That was a heavy spray. And it's already spreading all across the room. Oh my god. It really opens with a strong petrol scent for me. Like, it is very, very petrol-y. It also kind of transforms into honey and something that is kind of woody. But really, it just smells like a circus animal. You know, there were circuses with like different animals. They would use horses and tigers to just like perform for people. And this is how I imagine the tiger caged up in that circus would smell. Like, literally, I imagine just coming close to that tiger and burying my head in the fur. Like, this is just how it smells. It's so animalistic. It's actually insane. I think I'm actually gonna tear up. It is very, very intense. After that initial petrol bomb that occurs when you spray it, it actually becomes more bearable. Spray it on your skin as opposed to spray it on your clothing, because on your clothing, it will most likely stay with this very distinct petrol smell, but on skin, it will kind of like disintegrate and you'll get to like a nicer smell faster. I would say definitely winter and date night if you want to repel this guy and get him to block you. If someone is really, really annoying you, like, just spray this and you will not need a restraining order, I swear. This is just how strong this is. Definitely niche if you actually are brave enough to spray it on a date night, and if you don't want this person to just run away from you for good, spray it in advance, like maybe 3 hours in advance before the date, and then it will be actually quite nice. Like, after like 5 or 6 hours, like, you still feel it very, very strongly, but it's just not that intense. It's a little bomb, really, encased in this small little jar. Some of the notes include rum, almond, nutmeg, suede, heliotrope, margaine, honey, vanilla, sandalwood, and guaiac wood. What is that? Yeah, balsamic smells. This is why it smells like a wild tiger in the church. Wild tiger in the circus or wild tiger in the church. Let's read reviews. It smells like someone dressed too nicely for the depraved deeds they are about to do. Oh, silk slip and dangerous, disgusting intentions. There is a sweetness, yes, but it's not innocent. It's the kind that lingers on sweaty perfumed collarbones and filthy laundered bedsheets. Yuck, but also yum. I will assign this perfume to Aries, specifically Venus in Aries, because this is how I see Venus in Aries men. Dirty, but yummy at the same time. This screams red flag. On the other note, I do think that it fits Sagittarius as well, especially a man who has Venus in Sagittarius or Mars in Sagittarius. This is wild. And this man is dangerous. You need to stay away. That being said, I also think it kind of suits Scorpio, but we already had Scorpio, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Next one is a very, very special perfume. It is from État Libre d'Orange. It is a niche perfume brand. They have a lot of perfumes, and they also have one of the most disgusting perfumes known to mankind, which is called Sacration Magnifique. I have that one as well, but not right now. And that perfume is really something. If you like this kind of format, we will discuss it later in this channel, but this is amazing. This smells so, so nice. This has popcorn and gunpowder notes, and it is very, very subtle. It's definitely a feminine smell, although when you instantly think of gunpowder, you are imagining like some kind of like, I don't know, Western guy with a gun who is trying to settle business with the bad guys, something like that. But this actually, it is very, very feminine, and it kind of reminds me of my mom for some reason. I don't know. It's just every time I smell it, it just smells like my mom. So for this reason, it is very, very special to me. I do feel gunpowder, especially when you first spray it, like it opens with gunpowder for me. It really reminds me of how I was going to different theaters, operas with my mom when I was a kid, and I think this is how it smelled. Maybe it's the popcorn, cinemas as well. And it's just so like subtle, especially on my skin specifically. it is very, very interesting. I'll say on paper, it's not as dashing as on skin, for me at least specifically, but when you spray it on your clothing, it actually is very, it smells really nice and it stays for a long time. Like, it will stay with you for days. It translates as the end of the world, and really it kind of smells like the end of the world on paper, but on skin, for me, it smells like something completely different. Some of the notes include popcorn, gunpowder, carrot seeds, iris, styrax is very intense. I can definitely feel it. Sesame, ambre, black pepper, sandalwood, vetiver, cumin, and freesia. Some of the reviews. It's a day at the circus. The popcorn, the fire, the wood, the people, the makeup. Absolutely love this perfume. There's nothing special about this perfume, except that it smells exactly like my childhood. It's pure, deep nostalgia. I agree. It's the same for me. I don't know, like, what kind of magic is this? Like, you know all the notes, and I definitely had no carrot seeds in my childhood, or cumin or freesia. Like, it's not like something that you would encounter in your childhood every single day, but like all of this together is just creates something really, really magical that reminds me of my mom. That being said, I think I'm gonna give this perfume to Cancer, because my mom has moon in Cancer and she's like a very Cancery person. She also has ascended in Cancer. She's very emotional, and I think if she would see this video, this would make her smile. I would also say this definitely gives me Capricorn vibes. I kind of like Cancer and Capricorn dichotomy because they are kind of opposite signs. So I like this because it kind of does a few things at the same time. It's called the end of the world, but really it just smells like pure nostalgia to me. And last but not least is a perfume that I am obsessed with recently by Serge Lutens. Serge Lutens is a perfume brand which is kind of gothic, so it really is for goth girls. They have a lot of interesting scents that are kind of like balancing something that you would expect from perfume, but also a little bit of darkness. And I'll say this darkness is not animalistic darkness as in L'Animal, for example, but it's more kind of like gothy, ghostly, abandoned building kind of style. So this perfume is called Nuit de Cellophane, which translates Cellophane Nights. I can spray this forever. It's just amazing. When you first smell it, from the first spray, it just smells like something really, really unique. And you're just like, what is this? It just feels like you are walking down the streets in Paris. It's late at night, and you just bought plums or any other kind of fruits like mandarins from a street vendor who for some reason was open that late at night, and he didn't have any paper bags, and he just threw all the plums, all the mandarins, all the other fruits that you bought in a plastic cellophane bag, and you just like walking down the street, and then you decide to open this bag. You open this bag, you lean closer to it, and you just like, and this is how this perfume smells. Some of the notes include osmanthus, jasmine, lily, fruity notes, mandarin, honey, musk, carnation, almond, and woody notes. It really is a very, very complex composition when you smell it, but when you actually look down at the notes, it seems very simple. It's just like fruities and florals and a little bit of almonds and woods, but actually it's just, it is so strange, it is so weird, and it's just so effortless, so effortless. That's why I like it so much. Some of the reviews. Smells like sitting on a plastic couch at the hair salon. Will regenerate your life. Will obliterate all depravity and decay. Bye now. So with all niche perfumes, obviously there are a lot of controversial reviews on everything, on pretty much every single composition that they are creating, but I like this. Definitely not for everyone. I personally wear it every single day, and you can use it for day, you can use it for night. For date night, I think it's a little bit too simple to my taste, but I think that honestly, if you are looking for something different on one of the days, if you really want to feel inspired, this is what you should get. It also reminds me of Fantomas by Nasamaro, but Fantomas, it's more masculine, to be quite honest. It's a little bit more dense. It's really, really heavy. Well, this one, although it is like a little bit plasticky, cellophane, it's still floral. It's kind of more gravitating towards feminine side of things. Definitely I'm giving this to Aquarius because this is the weirdo that is kind of surprising me. It just keeps on surprising and keeps on giving, because as this perfume settles in on your skin, like after a few minutes, it starts to smell like florals. And although it kind of like, when you first encounter it, it's a little bit weird. It's like this dark, mysterious guy that you are wondering about. But once you get to know him, it's actually really nice and gentle deep inside. I will also say that I want to assign this perfume to Leo because I feel like this perfume is not trying too hard. Like, it actually is so amazing. It's so unique and interesting, but it's so effortless at the same time. And this is how I see Leos. They are really, really effortless. At least they make it seem so effortless, like everything is so easy for them, but actually they are putting so much effort into things. So this is for them. All right, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed our magical perfume journey, and let me know down in the comments if you want to see more of this on this channel. I do have a lot of other perfumes. Some of them have blood in it, some of them smell like moldy carpets. Also, obviously, we need to discuss Secrétion Magnifique, which is the perfume that everyone hates. It is considered one of the worst perfumes in the entire like perfume industry, so I have that one as well. It kind of smells like my ex. Just throwing in a little bit of spoiler here and there. And bye bye.